Today, it's Madden NFL football. It's week 9 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Houston Texans taking on the Cleveland Browns.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Cleveland Browns. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
One touchdown, one pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe he leans on a few other parts of the offense and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. The numbers for Smith a week ago, 5 catches, 53 yards.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is #1 rated defense in the NFL. He'll have a tough time.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 7 yards, the pickup there. And, Charles, this defense, I have to imagine, kind of licking its chops when you get a chance to face a team that's lost 3 straight.
And my surprise was listening to their head coach in his weekly presser, because normally you and I see guys that get up there and say, everybody's a threat, any given Sunday, that sort of thing. But he was asked if this might be a trap game, and he essentially said he didn't see anything to worry about. Now, normally you say that to your team, but you don't tell us. You definitely don't say it to the media.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 47. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Miles Jack there to make the tackle. And, Charles, despite this list of key inactives that we see here, they've obviously still been pretty successful.
Give everyone credit for this one, because to me, when that happens, key guys are out, the next man steps up and plays well, but that starts with the organization itself, all the way through. No excuses for guys being out, finding guys who are capable backups who can step up and play when they need them, and we've seen the results of that. This team knows how to work through things.
So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
And they're working inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And how about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. Here we go on 2nd and 12. A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. And the Browns are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. So here are the Browns under head coach Kevin Stefanski. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
And I think if you ask most folks to give you their first half MVP, very likely they're going to say it's this man right here. The NFL's leader in touchdown passes to this point in the season. Still 2 months to go. But if he can keep going at the pace he's at, this is going to be a dangerous team come January, and he could very well walk away with the MVP.
Hurts throw into the hands of Lockett. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. From the 39, Hurts is going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that ball incomplete. He couldn't work free from his defender, and now it's 3rd down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And they will score a pick-6 for the Texans TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. Tyler Lockett now with a return. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Jalen Hurts in this offense trotting back out and looking to erase his memory bank from his opening drive a moment ago that ended in a pick-6 for the first points of the ball game.
And in my experience, a lot of quarterbacks, after throwing a pick-6, the first thing they want to do is fire another one and get those points back immediately. But what really helps you get back in sync is a good, long, methodical drive, mixing the run and the pass, tamp things down a little bit.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Hurts. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Play action. Here's Hurts. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. Finding room to the 20. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Rolling to his left. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Tyler Lockett. His 9th touchdown of the season, and the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Will Lutz on for the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that drive, 4 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? 2nd and 6. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll set up to throw. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fielded just inside the 20. Near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They're at the halfway point of the season, Charles. 8-0. What a great start. Clearly a Super Bowl contender, if not the outright favorite, through 2 months to win the whole thing.
Well, there aren't too many bad things you can say right now because this team is playing pretty well. They've had a couple of injuries. That could plague them down the stretch. But their intensity doesn't waver. I think the road to the Super Bowl is going to go through them in the playoffs. And if you're on their road, things could be bumpy for you.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Oh, he'll take a shot for McCaffrey downfield. And that is incomplete. So this game, Charles, you know, we talked about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score.
Touchdown, Browns! Tyler Lockett. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Browns have taken the lead. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's capped off by the Browns touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Point after, up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room.
And got his man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play that time through the air. 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They go play action with Hurts. He hits Adams complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Hurts. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Deebo Samuel with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns have moved out in front. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. He'll look to throw. Complete. Smith has it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down now, but that clock rolling. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Chris Jones in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Under pressure, they got him again. Chris Jones able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Browns drive about to get started. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. They find some open field here. And he is into the end zone. Cleveland. Tyler Lockett on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. 1-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Texans with the football here late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This is Smith with a grab. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. A big play there just before halftime. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. And he'll get this into the hands of Swift once again. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. They'll look to throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Smith. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL here on this first day of November. We'll begin up at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, and that one just before halftime with the Jaguars out on top. Joe Burrow has thrown a touchdown pass. From there, we head through Delaware and up to Philly to check on the Eagles at home at Lincoln Financial Field. And it's the visiting Washington football team who have the lead in that one. Ezekiel Elliott, 2 touchdown runs on the afternoon. Lastly, let's head to Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, see what's happening with the Bengals. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting LA Chargers. Mac Jones with a couple of touchdown passes. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Cotton and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. Lockett the return. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Browns drive about to get started. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And a diving effort, but only right at the line of scrimmage. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Devontae Adams. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Back to throw, and his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. He'll drop to throw. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Texans send the punter out as he's on here to punt it away. And it's taken in at the 9. And that'll go as a 57-yard punt with a return of 12. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Jalen Hurts in this offense trotting back out. And he's been magnificent as we start to roll on all these touchdown passes he's had so far. It's been fun to watch.
It's been almost poetic, hasn't it? Captain, my captain. And this captain is playing so well and leading his team. As you mentioned, the great number of touchdown passes. He's looking really, really sharp.
Now maybe he just wants to add to that total, right?
And why not? More the merrier.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Here's Hurts to throw. And it's complete to Adams. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The catches for him just keep piling up in his career. He's now at 1,024. And that ties Isaac Bruce, the number that he had back in the day.
Yeah, part of the greatest show on turf. And remember, Isaac Bruce, Torrey Holt combined for nearly 2,000 catches in their careers. He might get to 2,000 himself with the numbers he's posting up there. Keeps himself in great shape. He might go for it.
To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. The play fake. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A great play there. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead. Lutz with the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive. And it's capped off by the Browns touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who could make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. They'll run the draw here with Swift. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. And it looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down. Back to throw here. He finds his man complete. It's Stevens. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. On second down, Swift. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And he is going to have a Texans first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. Back to throw now on 1st down. He's got Tunyon complete over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
56.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. 7 yards, the pickup there. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And here's a throw taken in by Boyd. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. They'll try and run here with Swift. And Swift is not going to get there as they stop him short of the yellow line. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Here's Swift. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry there. It's 2nd and goal. They'll try and run it in. It's Richardson. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd and goal now as they try to punch in a late touchdown. They'll drop to throw. And this is a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of...
And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself, no reason to wait. Go ahead, put it on him, and score a touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Tyler Lockett, 26 yards. And the Browns add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Lutz good on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Just a 4-play drive that time, and it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. So from the third now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He'll get this off to Swift. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
45's the mic. Out here. 45's the mic. 45's the mic.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And a high throw there as this is knocked away. Down to the ground and incomplete. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Cleveland, the train just keeps rolling. 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they will head home next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Texans, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew.